Hi guys, welcome back to FutureFunded. Today we're going to be going through Futures backtesting software system called FX Replay. You can use it for futures. It's one of the things that I use, one of the main things that I use to actually pass my challenges with FutureFunded themselves. And I'm going to be running through the outlook of it, the setup, and how you can get started. So let's jump on.
Okay guys, so let's just get straight onto it and see how we get on. So the first thing that I always do when I'm looking at backtesting a software, and the reason why I find it so important in the first place is, how do you expect to essentially improve whatever strategy you have if you are not testing it? Think about that for a second, okay? You're in a market full of algorithms that have been developed over 3, 4, 7, 8 years to perfection, by the way, not just a little bit, by institutional players who have mastered these algorithms. So if you really expect to jump into the market and be able to just create a strategy like that and have it work for you, I'm sorry, you've got another thing coming. It takes time, it takes testing. You need to figure out whether your strategy actually works. You need to figure out, and also not only do you need to figure out if it works, you need to be able to be understanding enough and drop your ego enough to understand if it doesn't work so that you can move on to something else, because not all strategies are going to work for you. In fact, you probably will go through about 3 or 4 different strategies before you find that one, and that is why backtesting is so crucial. So let's get straight onto it. First thing I'll do is I'll come over to FX Replay. Second thing I do is I click on this one, FX Replay backtesting platform. Then I just go sign in, or you can sign up. To be fair, you just pop in your email and you can create a password. You can get yourself signed up. All right. You can do a 7-day free trial. So you can actually test this out for yourself, see whether you like it, see where you like the system, how you like how it's done and so forth. And then I believe it's $30 a month after that point, if you like it, basically. All right. So once you actually get onto here, first thing we're going to do is go to create session. Just pop in any balance you want. Let's just say we're going to start with 10,000, and then we're going to go for US 30 today. In fact, let's go for S&P 500. So we've got S&P 500. Now here's the good thing. You can backdate all the way from 2016. I'm not going to go that long. I'm just going to go from January 2020. All right. So 1st of January 2020, and then we'll do end date. I mean, to be fair, we can pretty much do 1st of October. All right. Now strategy, you don't have to put anything there. To be completely honest with you, you'll input a strategy yourself, and we can just put S&P. Smooth candles, enable, yes, we do want that, and then save. All right, now click on it, press continue, and immediately it will start loading all the data from January 1st, 2020. And this is the good bit, including the 1 minute time frame. How many backtesting softwares, including the replay button on TradingView, does it only allow you to backtest for a month on the 1 minute? Backtesting on a month for a 1 minute, or especially if you are a day trader, let's be honest, it's quite useless. Yeah, okay, you've got a month, but you can't define your strategy in a month. You need data backdating from a year, 2 years, 3 years. You need to know that you can create consistent profits on a year by year basis, not by a month. So this is where FX Replay really comes in handy. Look, you can see 1 minute time frame all here for you. All right. Now, when it comes to actually executing a trade, let's just say I'm going to put a sell in here. All you would need to do is put the lot size in that you want. So I'm going to put 6 lots. Press the sell button. You'll get into the market. You double click this right here, this blue protect position. Put your stop loss in. So let's say I'm going to put my stop at 3237.50. And then I want to put my take profit at 3212.50. And just press save. That's all you need to do. All right. In fact, I don't actually know if that's worked. No, it didn't. In fact, I don't actually know if the TP got put in there. No, it didn't. So put 3212. 50. There you go. Work the second time, not the first. So if ever that happens, do make sure to double click back on, because sometimes what can happen is it won't allow your stop loss or your TP to come onto the trade, which means that you'll just be trading with no stop loss or TP. And then you just press play. All right, you just press play. It keeps you updated on how much you're making, how much you're losing. It says it all down here, and you can just pretty much go from there. All right, and then whatever happens, happens. All right, so here we might take a loss here, let's say. There we go. Okay, so I lost $15.98. Realized P&L is now 0, and account balance is $9,984. All right, so yes, you don't get the tick by tick data where it's moving within the 1 minute time frame and it's active, but you get as close to that as possible by just the end of the 1 minute candles. It's the same as the 5 minute, the 15 minute, and so forth and so on. This is where you can now set a date and time, and you can say, right, I'm going to start from the 1st of January, like for example here, 1st of January 2020, right? And you can say, all right, I'm going to go to the 23rd of December 2020, and you can backtest the entire data of that year. That is how you can understand whether you are developing a strategy. This is the only way you're going to be able to figure out what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, what you should stop more of, and what you should keep doing more of. For example, through FX Replay, I decided to stop trading Mondays. Now, why did I decide to do that? Because I could see from here, through FX Replay, my edge wasn't playing out as much on a Monday, and whenever it did play out, the trade never normally really worked. And I could go back and see my data through the analytics, through here, and I could go back and journal and record my data to see how often I was actually winning on a Monday in comparison to how often I was losing. And then I back tested the next year and I took out Mondays completely. My results improved so much more. Okay, so these are the little tweaks and bits that you just need to make to your strategy, and you can journal it all. As soon as you put the position in, you just go to close position. Once the position is done, you can click these 3 dots right here and press journal. You can come over here, take a screenshot, and then you can just write down all the things that were right and all the things that were wrong with this particular setup. And that's the only way you can look to improve, because let's face it, guys, the more you journal this, the more you take screenshots, the more you're going to start to see patterns develop of either good behaviors or bad behaviors. And that's the only time that you can start to think to yourself, right, I need to do this more, this less. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And then once you really start to journal everything, once you really start to develop the patterns, or once you really start to understand where the patterns are developing, let's say your negative patterns, let's say, for example, you might have written down on your journal after taking that screenshot, entered too early, hesitated, or had FOMO too quickly, entered too early due to FOMO. And then if you've done that again, a week later, you can now see, right, I have a problem here. I'm entering too early due to FOMO. Okay, well, why am I getting FOMO? Right, do I not trust the strategy enough? Is there something about the entry model that I don't particularly like? Right, let's go back through the entry model then. Let's go back through it one by one and see, okay, do I like this bit? Do I like this bit? Do I like this bit? Is this bit okay? Am I comfortable with this? Well, I'm not necessarily comfortable with waiting for a bullish candle. I would rather get in earlier. Okay, well, I've had a problem with getting in too early, so maybe it's probably best if I do wait for a bullish candle or even a confirmation or momentum candle. And then you can start saying, right, let's backtest the next 10 trades based upon a rejection candle followed by a momentum candle, and then we'll get in. See how that gets on. You backtest that, you see if that makes any difference. If it does, bang, you solved that problem. Now you move on to your next problem. And this is how the backtesting data and the system and tracking and journaling can really, really change your trading. Okay? Because without this, you will never be able to develop the confidence and the trust in your strategy and your edge that you need to be able to survive and embrace your down cycles, i.e. your losing streaks. Because what most people do is when they do go into a losing streak, they normally start to alter and change their strategy completely because they think it's something that they're doing wrong, or they think their strategy is negligent. It's completely and utterly false. Every strategy is designed to go through losing streaks. You have to. It's part of the market. No strategy is designed to win every single time. And if you're not designed to win every single time, then you are designed to go through losing streaks. But your strategy is also designed to still make money if it works. It's designed to still make money even when you go through those losing streaks after 20, 25, 30, 40, 50 trades. All right, that's how most strategies work. No strategy on the planet is designed to work every single trade. It is only designed to work over a long period of time. But if you do not believe in that strategy, you can't embrace your down cycles. You won't know what to do when you go through your down cycles. You won't know what to do or how to come out of those down cycles. And you won't know what the right way is or the right attitude is in order to embrace your down cycles. And that could be sometimes the most important thing. How are you coping emotionally with going through your down cycle? Well, I cope fine because I've been through them 10, 15, 20, 40 times by now. So every single time I do go through my losing streak, I'm like, you know what? I've been through this before. I've done it multiple times. I know what to do. I know how to get out of it. I'm just going to ride the wave until I do get out of it. But my attitude will not change. But whereas other people will look at this and be like, well, what's going on? Why can't this happen? Why is that happening? What's going on? I've been doing this for 2 years now. I've been struggling still. I've still not done this, X, Y, and Z. And then they go, right, I'm going to change it. No, this is why backtesting systems are so crucial. Find one strategy, dedicate yourself to becoming a master at that strategy, understand every element of that strategy through FX replay, get as much data as you possibly can, go back to it, reflect, review, see where you can improve. That is the only way you're going to build confidence in your edge that you can stick it out long enough to go through your losing streaks, come out the other side, and still be consistently profitable at the end of the month, quarter, or year. All right, so I hope that helps, guys.
So guys, I hope that was useful for you. If you do want to use a backtesting system, this is the one that I always advise, especially if you're doing prop firm challenges at the moment. You want to be backtesting on the weekend, ready for your week. So guys, make sure to go get your challenge at FutureFunded. Make sure to like and comment, and we will get back to you, and we'll see you inside.